Hello, superheroes and supervillains. It's your friend Sean PVS 101. Welcome back to a new video on my YouTube channel. And I am at my local movie theater in Bonita, Florida. And I just seen How to Train Your Dragon, the live action remake. Yep, I just seen a new movie called How to Train Your Dragon, the live action remake. So after I watched this movie in cinemas, what do you think about the movie overall? In my personal opinion, after I watch it, I don't think this movie's not that bad. Sure, it's not as perfection or iconic as the original, which I still prefer the original How to Train Your Dragon movie back in 2010 over the new one. But I thought the new one is pretty solid. At least the filmmakers and the writers tried with this movie, because I thought that movie tried to capture the spirit of the original movie. Because I gotta say, the production value for this movie looks amazing. The one thing I love about the live action How to Train Your Dragon movie is the production value was excellent, because they capture the animated movie pretty well, in my opinion. From the casting to the acting and also the visuals on the dragons look very solid, in my opinion, in live action. At least they did a good job. Because I do love some of the production value for this movie, because the filmmakers and the visual effects artists who designed those dragons and the sets did a phenomenal job capturing the spirit of How to Train Your Dragon. Because I just really love the production value for this movie. Because this is what all the Disney live action remakes should have been in the first place. Because I hope Disney is looking at this How to Train Your Dragon live action remake to look at this movie, take some lots of notes when they're making their live action remakes. I'd rather take this movie over some Disney live action remakes any day, because I know this movie is a shot-to-shot remake, because we've seen the same old things from the animated movie, but at least they didn't screw it up, because unlike that awful Snow White remake that came out in the same year, starring Rachel Zegler, Gal Gadot, which I never seen that Snow White remake starring Rachel Zegler, but oof, that one's oof. Gotta wait to watch it on Disney Plus. But for this movie, after I saw it in cinemas, I thought that movie was pretty solid. Not perfect as the animated movie, which I prefer the animated movie over this one, but I still like it for what it is. So, Mom, what do you think of this live action remake of How to Train Your Dragon?
Oh, I loved it. I actually loved it a lot.
What do you love about it?
I love that they kept to the original, and I do not like that, well, I liked it all. The only thing they only did, I can't spoil it, was the twins. Otherwise, it was excellent.
Yeah, she's got a good point, because I do like some of the castings on Hiccup, Astrid, also the Hiccup's dad, which, fun fact, is Gerald Butler reprising his role as his father in this movie. Fun fact, Gerald Butler is the voice of Hiccup's dad in the movies. He reprised his role to be in this movie, which is surprisingly. And also, here's my only one tiny criticism for this movie is some of the castings on the twins has been a little bit miscast, because they feel kind of off. But no offense to the actors and actresses, they tried, but they kind of didn't capture the original version, in my opinion. But they tried for what it is. So yeah, as for the story itself, the story, we've seen it the same thing. It's the same thing as the animated movie, and just like with other movies, live action movies based off of original animated movies, like in the Disney live action remakes. But unlike some of the Disney live action remakes, at least they captured the animated movie pretty well, because they didn't add something, changing things, add some new things. unlike other Disney live-action remakes, but at least it captured the original tone very well. The writing's the same thing as the original version, but I thought it was pretty decent. Pretty solid. Overall, while it's not the best movie of 2025, but at least this movie was pretty solid for what it is. I do like it for what it is. The story is pretty nice. The characters and casting were pretty solid. The visuals are so very breathtaking. The one positive for this movie is the visuals, and the production value for this movie was excellent. They bring their A game on. And also some of the action scenes are excellent. The action scenes are excellent in my opinion. Easily the best part of the movie. So yeah, overall, I like How to Train Your Dragon 2025 for what it is. It's not as strong as the animated movie. It won't be as iconic or as good as the original animated movies by DreamWorks Animation, but at least it's solid for what it is. Overall, I give this movie a solid 7 out of 10. While not the best movie I've seen in the year, but at least it's solid for what it is. Well, that's for my movie review of How to Train Your Dragon. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Comment below with this video. Did you like it or dislike it? Share your opinions down below. And what is your thoughts on this remake? Have you seen the movie already or you never seen it? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next video and get totally wicked!